Thank you for watching. We are 3 hours away from the debate, uh, and things are going crazy right now. Um, you have New York Times publishing the second part of that article about Trump's tax returns today, and things are getting hectic right now. As you can see, Twitter, it's trending 147,000 tweets right now, and it's really uh, it's going crazy. You have people saying all kind of things, people who are for, people who are against. It's this is this is really intense. This is a big moment in politics. This is a big moment uh, into making um, you know this is history. Just like other debates of the past presidents, the president of the past, when you read the history, you remember reading about their debates about who said what, who did what. So this is very interesting. It's going to be very interesting to see, you know, who has better things to say, who has better, who is better prepared, who is doing, what. So that is the whole thing. That's the whole idea uh, about this debate. Uh, that's what it is. So okay. Sorry, I wasn't supposed to show that file, but anyway, it's just my phone stuff. Sorry for getting out of the. Anyway, so it's interesting. You have there are so many things that these candidates they can talk about. You have the racial injustice, you have the wildfires, but the most important one, you have the coronavirus, which has already killed over 200,000 people. That's just in America. In the world around is over 1 million people, which is crazy amount of people that have died. So uh, it's going to be very interesting to see all these points: the coronavirus, the wildfires, the social injustice, the unemployment, the uh, the protest. Actually, that is part of the social injustice. But um, you have, I don't know if I should say this, but there is something that is going on right now with all these shootings, whether it's a police, I mean, the killing of black people, black men, young black men, and also the recent shootings of the police where cops have been targeted, which is also a little bit alarming if you understand. Don't get me wrong. I don't stand with how the police treat the minorities. I don't stand with the police regarding that. There are some bad apples, yes, but not all the police are bad. There are some amazing policemen out there, policemen and women who are just there to their job and to make sure that their communities are safe. There's nothing wrong about that. So yes, we do have to do something about the people, the police who are, you know, that are going outside of the law. Just like in every country you have, you know, police like that. So it's a point I think that they have to maybe talk about it. It depends on how many questions they have on who's asking and how they are seeing this whole um, how serious they take these things, because I remember there was last time when there was this debate going on, there were a couple of things that they didn't took with them because one, they didn't have enough time. Two, their, I mean, some of the stuff that Trump or Hillary are talking about, they were going out of their timelines, things like that. So hopefully, that wouldn't happen here. Uh, that's how like I understood last time. So I don't know if some people may feel like, oh, all the questions were answered or not. So, but to me, there was more stuff that they could have talked about. Um, so let's see how they do it this time because you have a lot of areas to cover: coronavirus, unemployment, which is basically connected to coronavirus, and also you have the social injustice, you have the shootings, you have recent comments made by the president, and the silence from the Democratic side. I mean, there is so much that they can talk about it, and I hope that the guy who is asking the question, that he really asked the right questions, and he shouldn't participate in any of these two political ideologies when he's asking those questions. Ask the question. Uh, don't hold back, uh, because this is the moment where people should really see who they think is the right uh, person. Earlier I said that Donald Trump would beat Biden, and I still believe that. When I look at Biden and his earlier interviews, the things that he has said, the things I have read about him, the things that he does when he's talking, or it just it doesn't make him a very strong leader. It doesn't make him a very strong candidate. And Donald Trump, on the other hand, who's already proven that he has won, that he won the presidency. I don't care what whether this Russian collusion, this all this stuff. I'm past that. Like, you know, whether it happened or not, there is nothing that I, as a person, can say or do anything about it. I only can say this: that during this type of things that are going on, there will always be, in politics, it's all a game. So that's all I can say about that. It's all a game, and uh, so whether he colluded with Russian or not, anyway, he proved that he could win once, and I think he can do it again. That's why I said earlier that Democrat didn't, they don't have, I don't feel like they have the right guy, but still, I hope that Biden is well prepared for this battle, because like, I really want someone who can challenge Donald Trump. I really do. And when you look at Biden's earlier debates with the Democrats when he was, first up, and it was last year. I saw the debates. I saw the way he was participating, and he took home some points, but he didn't look very convincing to me. But hopefully, maybe this time he's changed. Maybe in this debate, I mean, in the first presidential debate, he is. I don't know. We maybe see a different Biden, but so far the one I have seen right now, I'm not very impressed with him, honestly. Donald Trump, however, being has been the president for 4 years, has won. He's proven that to all of us, and he, when it comes to debating, I think he knows how to debate. Every press conference he has, if you watch it, it feels like it's a debate. Every time he gets questions, sometimes he answers them, he just deflects them, he just say stuff that are not really facts, and he doesn't have this political filter. He would just say things without thinking, like with even if he thinks about it, he doesn't care about it. He just says it. He has no filter. He just says whatever comes to his mind, and sometimes that's good, but sometimes, most of the times, that's not good because it will make you look a little bit, I don't know, weak, something like that. But that's just my thoughts. Maybe other people feel different about it. That's why he has so much support and power, and that is something that I do understand, and I don't debate that. I don't debate that he is not. I didn't. I'm not. I don't say that he's bad, or I mean he's stupid or something like that. It's just that the way he is behaving himself is working for him, and that's something that Democrats have to know, that he is he is crazy, and he is crazy good with what he does. So Biden, I hope you're ready, because Trump is ready, I think, and I'm looking forward to the debate. I hope that we will see something useful from both sides. I don't live in the US like I said earlier, but still, I feel like this debate involve all of us, because whatever is happening in the US, it's actually automatically affects the rest of the world, because that's what happens when you have the dollar controlling the markets, and whatever happens on the political level in a country where most of the where it is basically ruling the world, you also, whatever happens on the political level will affect the society there, and whatever affect your society, it affects us. So that's why it's also important to us to see who gets to be the president. Um, but Yeah, so let's see. This is just all my thoughts. This is nothing that you know everybody is free to share their own thoughts and ideas, and I hope that. Uh, okay, so more things are coming in on this on hashtag debates 2020. Um, there was something that I found earlier that I thought was really interesting. Let's see. Um, I hope I have the right one. Yes, this is from Fox News. So, in this ad, right before this ad was published. This was posted on. I'm gonna tell you first what this whole thing is about. So Obama, he says that there are people that are keeping people from voting in a new ad, or whatever you want to call it. So Obama stopped by this thing called the Shade Room, um, and this is what he had to say. Let's listen. Um, huh, okay, that's my private. Oh no. Okay. Okay. Does he know what he's saying? When he says that, when he throws something like this out there, does he understand what he's doing right now? He's basically telling people that Trump is trying to stop you from voting, so that in those areas where the White House may believe that these people are going to vote blue, vote for the Democrats. That's how I miss. Did, did I hear it wrong? Wrong? Let's watch the whole. I really want to hear this again. Sorry, guys. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hmm? Yes. Okay. So yeah, that's exactly what he said. Like Trump and his administration doesn't want you to go and vote because they will be voting for Democrats, and Trump doesn't want that because he wants to win. That's basically how I interpret this. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. Okay, because I mean, is in America the land of free? I mean, aren't people free of choosing who they want to vote for? And I don't think that's legal that a government agency would step in and stop people from voting because that is totally illegal. I mean, I'm not expert on the law, but that that is against the Constitution, isn't it? Because I have read the Constitution, and what you're saying, if that is true, if the White House is doing that, then that is super illegal, and that could really harm Trump's administration and his um, campaign. So I did go to that website that Obama was talking about, and this is how it looks like. So basically, this is exactly how it looks like. You just choose your state, and okay, hmm, not gonna vote. So let's see. We have watched that, and this is another article that I found it to be interesting, but I don't know. Like, see, okay, why am I in this website? Sorry, guys. So basically, there are some articles on the Fox News which you won't find on CNN. This CNN. This is really interesting. Hmm. Okay, so basically this is about the this whole tax things. Okay, so let's go to this article first. Trump camp seeks issue debate rule. Third-party inspectors to look for electronic devices in candidates' ears. This is I don't have to read the article because I already know what this they want with this whole thing. They basically Biden is too old and he forgets things. So if he has something in his ear, somebody would be whispering in his ear how to respond or things like that. Okay, so someone told the Fox News, our guy doesn't need breaks. He gives 90-minute speeches all the time. Well, I mean, for somebody who loves playing golf, of course he could stand there and speak. Let's see. This one I found it to be really interesting. So Biden paid nearly $300,000 in federal income taxes in 2019. Um, does that mean so? Trump paid $750 in federal taxes income in 2016 and 17, and I don't really get this article. Why is this published? Is this for to say that Biden and Harris has no problem with us publishing uh, our tax income, reports? Paid about 1.2 million in taxes and I had that adjusted income. Okay. Well, if they did that, then it's really good if these numbers are true. But I still don't understand the connection to is this? Did somebody from Republican ask for this? Okay, so Joe Biden did it just, to show, okay, that I have nothing to hide, and because I think that Donald Trump he did refuse to release his tax reports earlier. So this is whole, this whole thing is more about, look, we are doing things the right way, which is, nothing wrong about that. This is really good if they are doing this. It's just I didn't really understood the connection between why. Um, um, okay. Hmm. Okay. This story, Birifinon claimed that he pays a lot in federal taxes. The thing is, the tax agencies, they cannot just come out and confirm these things, because if they do, then this is, I don't know, I don't think this is right with how with the release of Trump's tax things, whether it's right, real or not. I don't think that agencies are supposed to do that, right? I mean, they have to release it by themselves, like Joe Biden did here. Okay, that is one interesting. Uh, okay, I don't need this one. Anyway, so uh, this thing is going to be fracking awesome. It's a term I learned from watching Battlestar Galactica. Fracking. So let's see what the whole election, what the whole thing is going. I mean, the whole debate is going to be. Still 2 hours and 36 minutes left. Oh my God, I can't. I'm just keep looking at the watch. It's super late here. It's like 12:24 at night in Sweden. People are sleeping right now. Anyway, I'll see you later.